Wake up, bro, I just posted. Wake up, bro, I just posted. Man, I'm just playing with y'all. What's up, y'all? Today we are talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Now, I've said it before that it's one of my favorite animes, but I wanted to talk specifically about the first JoJo ever, Jonathan Joestar. Now, Jonathan in my eyes is honestly underrated, and when I first started watching JoJo, I was rocking with bro heavy. See, you can't go wrong with a character who's just pure good, and I think that's why I thought bro was cool. Jonathan really did have a harder goal, and that's why even Dio respected him. Jonathan is just a good person, and all throughout part 1, we just see a man who's doing the right thing, and this is really a standout of his entire arc. The fact that you could see that he's truly heroic only makes you root for him even more. We see a man put his life on the line just to save the others around him, and I believe that he would have even saved Dio, even after everything that happened between them. Because from the moment Dio set foot into John's house, he was an asshole, yet Jonathan still tried to bond and build a connection with him. Mind you, Dio had no reason to do any of that foul shit to bro. He just did it for the love of the game. As a matter of fact, let's look at what Dio did in just the first episode. Kick John's dog, kiss his girl, beat Jonathan's ass. As a matter of fact, didn't just kick the dog but kill it and just be foul himself for no reason. And this is what makes Dio the opposite of Jonathan. He's not a good person in any hindsight, and we see John and Dio's beliefs clash. A man who genuinely wants to save others and help them versus a man who wants power to bring others down. Now, this is a trope done before, but I feel it really works well here because it's made clear these two are polar opposites, especially with their background. Jonathan growing up rich while Dio grew up poor, one growing up with a loving father while the other one had an abusive father, and this could add to the reason why Dio grew up and became the villain we know today. This could have added a level of jealousy towards Jonathan. Dio knew John never did anything towards him, yet still did mess up things to him, and it's sad because these two definitely could have been close and had a brotherly bond, but there was just too much hatred inside of Dio. Jonathan is one of those characters where he sees the good inside of people, and deep down I could believe he did want Dio to be redeemed, but it just didn't turn out that way. John knew Dio had to be stopped because he was already going down an evil path and there was no slowing it down, and with the help of Zeppeli teaching him the ways of Hamon, it only went up from there. Jonathan was a perfect candidate to learn Hamon because there was already a good energy within him, and this energy consistently clashed with Dio's evil. And to say this about heroism, it doesn't equal perfection. You're not going to make the right decisions all the time, and you will make mistakes, but as I said earlier, it's the way of doing what's right that truly matters. And in this case, Jonathan knew he had to battle Dio, even if he still saw some level of good within him. And the reason I say this is because at one point John and Dio seemed to be cool. It's definitely possible that that brother type relationship I mentioned earlier did happen for a bit of time. Even after all the fighting, in Jonathan's last moments, he still held on to Dio. What makes this moment so powerful is that Dio always mistreated John and basically ruined his life, and yet he still shows humanity and compassion. Even Dio in this moment is shocked. The one man he could consider his equal is gone. The only person he called JoJo is gone. Jonathan Joestar was the first JoJo ever, and yet his story still shaped the next protagonists that come after. Jonathan essentially set the standard, showing what it meant to be a good person and that compassion can be his own kind of strength. The main takeaway I got from his character is that even through hard times, you have to remain strong. Even when Dio ruined his life, he still wanted to help others, even Dio himself. He cared for the people in his life and wanted to protect them. Even when he faced hate, he kept going. And this is what I liked about his whole arc. I still definitely feel he's underrated because he showed being a hero isn't just about power, but it comes from your heart too. Honestly, just an underrated character and an underrated arc. And I hope y'all enjoyed today's vid, and go rewatch Phantom Blood, bro. Go get some popcorn and tune in. Nah, I'm just playing with y'all. Hope y'all have a good one, and of course, I will see you next time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, Jonathan whooped Dio's ass mad times, bro. That's the indomitable human spirit for you. Nah, I'm playing with y'all. Peace out.